Can I ask, are you into mullets? And I mean those mullet hairdos, you know, when it's shorter on top and longer at the back. Because there's this football player who's been playing in all the final series called Bailey Smith. And apparently, I mean, he's a really good football player, but apparently all the girls love him. So my youngest son, Harvey, was asking me over the football's final season, you know, Mum, do you think he's really good looking? And I said, yeah, you know, he's a great player and, you know, he looks good and yeah, he is good looking, but he's not my type. And I said, the reason is I can't get past this mullet hairdo. And I think a big part of that is when I was growing up, so when I was a teenage girl, there was a show around at the time called Young Talent Team, where, you know, they'd get all these young kids up and they were singing and dancing and performing all the time. Anyway, there was a documentary on Young Talent Team on TV just recently, and I was watching it and I had this epiphany because as I was watching it back, all the guys in it, they had mullet haircuts too, and I was in love with all of them, but they all had mullets. So I think now as a grown-up, it still haunts me, and that's why I can't get past them today. So I said to my son, yeah, really good looking, but not my type, can't get past the mullet. And so you know what he turns around and says to me, little devil? So he's 10, and he said, well, that's all right, Mum, he's not trying to appeal to you, you're not a teenage girl. And I thought, oh my goodness, that is so true. I'm not a teenage girl. And so no, he's not trying to appeal to me in that way anyway, given I could be his mother. Actually, I could even be his grandmother. But I thought what a great point to highlight that when you are trying to just attract the people that are yours, you know, the ones that you do your best work with and you really enjoy working with, well, that's not everyone. So what's most important is that you appeal to the ones that you want to appeal to. And as anyone would know, that can't be everyone at the same time. But when you get really clear on who it is that you want to appeal to and literally do everything in your power to talk to them, to understand them, to communicate to them in their language, that's where the real gold is. So I might not be, well, I'm not Bailey Smith's cup of tea. He's not trying to appeal to me at all. He's trying to appeal to the girls that are in the age group that he'd like to attract or that he would like to be with or whatever it might be. And there's this really great book that I read it a number of years ago called All About Them. And it's by a guy called Bruce Turkle. And it's great if you haven't read it because it's all about understanding who it is that you're trying to appeal to and making all that you do about them so they feel really heard and understood from you because that's who you're trying to attract. So anyway, I thought that was a really cute example of how you're not for everyone, be really clear on who you are for, and then do everything in your power to just attract them. And yeah, you will repel or you won't be for those others, but that doesn't matter because you didn't want them anyway. Anyway, I thought that was really cool. And given the kind of work that you do, I thought it was really important, just as a bit of a reminder, if you're not doing it already, maybe something to take on board. Because after all, you are valuable.